Oh, yeah, let's turn that off. And I need to get out of here. Okay then. Hey guys, welcome back to Gilligan Phantom, where we are turning a big school bus into a tiny house. Eventually, we're gonna go adventure in it really soon. But before we do that, I need to install a backup heat source, really a main heat source. Even though we're gonna be chasing nice weather, I have a feeling we're gonna need to take the chill off a chilly morning. So I've got this $110 heater. It's from Amazon, links below if you want it for yourself. So I'm having one of those mornings where I'm really having a tough time doing the work. Just because I've done all this work doesn't mean I'm still not intimidated by doing things that I've never done before and I only have a minor understanding of. But I found that if I spend a lot of time thinking about how to do something, I just spend a lot of time thinking about how to do something and nothing really happens, and I don't figure out a lot by doing that. But if I take action, with action comes the understanding. Like, the learning happens when you act. So that's what I'm gonna do. So that fits well. I think this is fairly self-explanatory. This lets the air in, this lets the air out. This is gonna be hot, this is not. All right, so underneath the bus, Nova and I were able to make the connections to the heater from the fuel pump and fuel filter and attach the fuel pump to the side of the frame of the bus. It has to be angled up at a slight angle, so we did that. The thing I have to do next is I've got to, here, let me take you outside and I'll show you what I have to do. So here's my little jerry can, and I'm trying to basically rig it up right in there. And this little guy right here has to go through the bottom of the can somehow. This side right here. So I need to drill a hole that is exactly that diameter, and then I need to, like, maybe with like a fishing line, I need to fish it through the hole, and then these little rubber gaskets will presumably make it waterproof for some period of time.
I want to help you, Daddy.
You want to sit with me right here?
No.
No? So I was able to get this in here. It sort of annoyed me that they didn't just manufacture it this way. Alright, so I made my fuel connection to the tank. Fuel line is all done. The last thing I have to get is electrical power. Let me knock that out real quick, and then I'll go get some diesel fuel and we'll be able to test this out. So I'm going to cut this fuse off. We can fuse it at our fuse block, and this way I can run this cable through a little tiny hole made with a little drill bit versus a big one. Piece of cake. Okay, now this is gonna get connected in there. We got Nova playing. Hey Nova, you playing? Here I am back underneath the bus. It's a new day. I actually had the pump backwards, so when I was trying to prime it, nothing really was happening. So I've now reversed it, and I'm gonna show you how to prime it real quick. I actually have this little guy stuck down here. So it's priming right now. So I'm using almost the full length of the included green hose. We're probably doing close to 8 feet of hose, and this is my third prime, and I've just seen the fuel start to show up. You can see it right there. Probably gonna take like 1 or 2 more, and then I'll be able to fire the heater up, make sure it works, and then we'll attach these guys. All right, so we have done about 5 primes, and you can see I still have little bubbles here, and I have big bubbles here. I'm not sure anything's gonna change anytime soon, so I wanna see what happens when I turn this on, which I just did. I hear it getting loud in there. Oh. Yeah, let's turn that off. And I need to get out of here. Okay then. So the reason that you saw all that white smoke come out was because, I think it's probably because this thing ended up with too much fuel because I primed it so many times. Everything seems to be working as it should, so I'm going to seal this now. I've been really loving butyl tape lately. It's like a waterproof sealant that doesn't make a massive mess, and also you can just pull off a strip and not have to waste a whole tube of something. So I'm gonna put some butyl around here. Okay, so I've got to fix these 2 pipes. One is for the air to come in and one is for the air to come out. These instructions are very vague. They're badly translated, and so they have not been a ton of help. But I do know that they want the tubes, looks, you can either point it straight out or point it straight down. They want them to be opposite to the running of the vehicle. So we don't want to point it towards the front of the bus. We want to point it away. That way, I guess it doesn't get blocked by airflow. Something like that. What you gonna do? That's what they want me to do. So I've got everything hooked up down there for now. I think it's fine. I think it's gonna stay that way. Now we got the diesel heater running again. So we are getting plenty of smoke. So I think that's just a little bit too much fuel in the heater. Looks like it's dissipating. Got this guy dangling, and it's decently far away from the exhaust over here. I was contemplating dropping it to back here, and then I realized it was just gonna rattle more, so I decided not to do that. I used a couple low voltage clips to secure this. It made me feel a little bit better. And I used some foil tape to try and waterproof these two holes. That's that, I guess. We did something on the bus. Alright guys, so here we are. We basically time traveled. It's 6 months later. I got a big beard. We're hanging out with our friends, Kels and Jay, who you might know from YouTube, on the Oregon coast right now, and it is just nasty outside. Windy, rainy. Here, I'll go outside for effect. So even though it is only 66, I mean, that's not that cold. I think it's finally time to test out this diesel heater in terms of actually making the bus warm. I'm just gonna go ahead and press the on button on that thing. I pretty much rigged it up a long time ago. We'll see if it even works. I'm gonna go ahead and press power. All right, so about 4 minutes later, heater has now kicked on. You can feel this heat coming out of here. We got the exhaust coming down here. The exhaust smells a little funny, but there's no major smoke. It's not even major noise. It smells in here a little bit though, like the same smell is kind of in here. I don't know what that is, or if it's gonna go away, or if it's exhausting okay. It smells a tiny bit. And this thing is kicking right now. How's that feel in your toes?
My whole body just warmed up.
So it's been a little bit more than 10 minutes. It's been like 12, 13, 14 minutes. That's how long it took. It took us to get up 1 degree. Down here at floor level, it's mega warm. Do you smell anything in here?
It's a little dusty smelling.
I smell just the faintest like burnt diesel smell. The smell?
Smells like the smell that a blow dryer.
Yeah, you're right actually.
Yeah, doesn't bother me.
Maybe it's just dustiness. So far, pretty happy with the diesel heater. So it's been like another 18 minutes and now we're at 70 degrees. Finally got my rain jacket off because it's so hot in here. We're at 73 degrees. It's also kept the humidity at 70. It's pretty humid in here because it's wet and wild on the Oregon coast. Yeah, loving this diesel heater.
Next stop, go Sunday.
Who's next after that?
California.